Hey.
You know what was really crazy? So while that was going on, now that you gave me like administrative things, when I put my mouse on it, it would bring up the cube of the camera. Does that do that for you too?
Cube of the camera. What the hell are you?
You know how you're in a cube and I'm in a cube right now? It would
Okay.
bring up the cube outline why that video was playing when I had my hand over it.
That's weird.
I
Huh.
wonder if everyone did you see it when I did that or no?
Nope.
Like you see how it lights up now when I put my hand on it and take it off, on
Yep.
and off. It
Yep.
did that while that was going.
Huh.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
You try it. You
Hey,
try it.
welcome,
Try it.
Murph. Welcome to the show, by the way.
Wait.
We're just in our own world talking about cubes.
Hey, try it. See if it works for you.
Try it. Try what?
Do
What
it.
am I supposed to do?
Do it. Do it.
What am I doing?
Just put your mouse over your box. Oh, that
you
didn't
put
sound
your
right.
mouse over your
was like-
box. That's ridiculous.
Oh, that is ridiculous, and I didn't mean to, but once it comes out of your mouth.
Welcome, Mo.
Beard
Look at this,
scissoring.
Murph. Stop beard scissoring with Saint Nick and start the show.
It was not consensual.
I think it
raped.
was. Did you see the look on my face? I was in disbelief. Disbelief. Couldn't even believe what I was seeing. And you look like you were enjoying it. Those old
Santa's
man
non-binary.
lips.
Let's be honest.
You were on those old man lips.
Oh, that's gross. That's gross.
Old man tongue. Slipping you the old man tongue.
Whoa, that didn't happen. You can clearly see my mouth. I was looking the other way as I was being assaulted.
True, that's
you
nasty.
Saw the picture.
That's nasty.
I was being assaulted, and you're just laughing watching this man assault
we've gone to, the depths that we have gone to for you. It's just terrible. I can't believe that you've taken us to that place.
The depths of my soul.
Crazy Mad, welcome.
Hail. No, it shouldn't be hail. It should be ho ho ho.
Backdoor Santa by Clarence Carter.
I don't know who Clarence Carter is, but
but that's great.
Funny.
You don't even
have to know who Clarence Carter is?
No, but you don't have to because the song is funny.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. Oh, okay.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
are we going to be on next Tuesday, or is that too close to Christmas?
I'm going to say no, mainly because Christmas will be the day before, and I'm off next week. I think it's great to just have next week off. We're going to not do a show. We'll start back fresh at the new year on January 2nd. And it'll give us a little break. That'll be nice. So we're not going to do a show.
Okay.
Whew. Okay, look at this. Perhaps you've heard the hit song Strokin'. So is that the stroke it to the east and you stroke it to the west? Is that the one? Is that what that is?
Is that really a song? That sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's a dance song.
What?
Yeah, man.
Country song?
No, the people do a line dance to it, kind of, right? I think.
Oh, I hate line dance songs. They're the worst.
Actually, everybody likes that one. Like it's just a good dance. Yeah, it's a good dance song. Everybody likes to do that line.
What about the Electric Side? What about that?
It fits right along with it.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's pretty much that kind of deal. So, see, that's it. Well, we don't have a lot planned. We're flying by the seat of our pants tonight, just so you all know.
Yeah, but it's just stuff we love about Christmas. That's easy. That's not boring, man.
No, we're just talking Christmas because we're in the mood, I guess. Murph was in the mood, as you can all see on the thumbnail. It was terrible. I couldn't believe what I walked into. It was terrible, terrible.
I'm pretty sure you're sitting in that picture.
I was sitting down going, what the hell am I looking at? That's what I was doing. Did you see the look on my face? Oh, now you're looking. You didn't look before, but you're looking now.
Yeah.
But he also sings Backdoor Santa. Oh man. Wow. I'll have to check that out just to hear what Mo's talking about. I've never heard it.
Sorry, I'm on Twitter advertising the show.
What the heck, man? So it's been kind of a crazy week. A lot going on, seems like. With Christmas, getting ready for Christmas. Man, just the build up. So I hope everybody's having a good week at least.
It's coming quick, man.
It is so fast, but
this doesn't feel like a year. It feels like half a year.
Yeah.
I feel like it's only 6 months went by this year.
Did you get all your Christmas shopping done?
Yep, just waiting for them to deliver.
Nice. We got everything done. We are at a place where actually, I mean, we can relax till Christmas now. I think we're in a pretty good spot where everybody's bought for. I think we got some wrapping to do, but other than that, it's pretty much good to go.
Are your kids old enough where they get you and the missus gifts, or do they not do that?
No, they're old enough. I mean, they work, so they'll probably get us, something. I know me and the boys, I always try to make sure we're going together and getting, Casey's gift and stuff like that. So I've done that for a long time with them.
Stuff for the doggos? I still have to get stuff for my dogs.
So the dogs, we usually get them like either a new toy or something to lay on, or
No, like cookies.
No, because dude, they make messes, dude. We try to keep away from things that are going to create big messes.
You mean like there's going to be crumbs, or they're going to be crapping all over the place?
Well, that too. Rookie, my big dog, he's a standard poodle, but his stomach is like super sensitive. So if you give him the wrong stuff, he's going to have a terrible time. So we just keep it pretty simple for him. They don't know any better anyway.
It's crazy. Like, you wouldn't think animals would have allergies like we do, but they do. It's very
Oh yeah, he's got a ton. So it's been bad. But
why? What happened Sunday?
Well, his Christmas
says
happened
past
Sunday.
tense. Past tense. That's pretty early.
What?
He said my Christmas happened Sunday. This Sunday would have been pretty early.
That's because some families get together kind of early when they can, because it's just when the family can do it. Casey's family, her extended family, got together last week as well.
Oh, really?
Not this weekend, but the weekend before, to get her. Yeah, it's all her aunts and uncles and everybody. Yeah, they get together. See, so we had a party.
We would do everybody in one day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Well, actually, I take that back. At Christmas, my parents hosted, so everyone came there. So Thanksgiving, we'd go to everyone's houses, but Christmas, we didn't. Wow. Comics Mate, I bought you. I don't have anything. I'll come back to that.
Oh, that's terrible. Welcome, Dean. Good to see you, man. Wait, Mo says he had to refresh the stream twice already because it just froze. So I wonder if that's us or if it's.
Well, it would be the StreamYard, right? We don't have any.
I mean, it could be. It could be. I'm just hearing people say. So let us know if you guys have any more trouble. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything happen here on this end. So
neither am I. And we're on different internets, so that would be pretty crazy for it to both be us.
I blame Murph for the stream freezing on me. Yes, I love it. When the Dukester takes his kids to the store to buy their mom Christmas gifts, he can finally check that strenuous hike off his New Year's resolution list. Yes. Sometimes when you go shopping, though, you do walk a hell of a lot.
It's sad to go shopping now with all the stores closed, and it's like there's like hobos living in the mall now. Like, it's just.
Mm-hmm. No. Hey, Corey. Welcome.
Merry Christmas. You say Merry Christmas, people. This is our Christmas stream. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. You got to say it like that.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. My mom and dad are going to California for 2 weeks for Christmas, so we had it Sunday. Oh, that's cool. Nice.
Like on a trip for themselves, or one of them have family in California? Some people do like to go to nice places in the winter.
I would like to. I'm getting the age now where I'm like, okay, we've had all of our family stuff. Like, the boys are getting older. So the magic of Christmas isn't the same, you know.
That sucks.
And we've basically been doing our Christmases on Christmas Eve with me and the boys and Casey. And so it's like, why, you know, why not do something else? Why can't we do something else that's pretty cool? Like go away, go on a trip. I think it'd be cool. I've never done it, and I've always thought it would be cool to do. So we do everybody in one day. So that's like Murph hit up the National Santa Convention on naughty list tonight.
Oh man.
That was good. Shopping's not a strenuous hike, no matter how much you want to play it that way. I mean, dang, dude, I don't know.
If you're stepping over children, Black Friday's probably a strenuous hike.
I don't know, dude. I would say depends on how long you're walking the mall, if you go to a mall, but we used to. And then
I used to love, dude, I love the mall, like how everything would be crisp. Sorry, we were both.
No, I'm just saying. Go ahead.
I loved the mall, like with it being so all Christmas stuff. I always thought that was a great thing. Like that was such a cool.
Yeah,
that's all.
You know, a lot of the big malls when I was growing up, they're gone now. So they had a big mall in downtown Columbus, and pretty cool. It was pretty cool. It was big.
The one near my house, like
it was like 3 levels, man.
It was casino or no?
No, that was Westland Mall, and that one was what I grew up going to. But the other one, it was kind of a special thing.
That's dead. That's dead.
No, it got demolished, man. That one's gone. No, but both of them have been demolished since. And the one downtown, though, was a little more magical. It had like 3 levels. They had these big trees.
Where was it at?
It's where the Commons. You know where the Commons is now? Downtown. That's where it's at. It's big. It's big green space now. They just wiped it out. It's gone. So
is it near the convention center? That or no?
Yeah. No, more downtown. You know, convention centers.
Where's there any green in the downtown?
It's got a big green area with grass, and then they have a stage now where they have like food truck festivals.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's right by my job. Why do you just say that? It's like 2 blocks away.
I've never been to your job.
You don't know where Franklin County Court is with all the offenses?
I've never been there, dude. No, I've never been there, man.
You've been to prison and you've been a CBCF.
I would show you my number on my arm, but
when that coworker believed I don't know. I don't think I've ever laughed harder in my life. That was one of the greatest days ever.
Dean says children aren't that big; just push them out of the way. Yeah, it was real funny, except she knew better. She was just, man, what a
dude! Your face. That was such a good day. You were shocked.
It was good for you.
You were shocked, and I just lost it. I was like hysterical. I must have looked like a fool because it was the funniest thing ever.
Look at this. Corey says, Dirk's been to prison? What for?
Corey, it can't be what really happened can't be any worse than what you'd imagine. So that's all I can say is that.
Wait, you're the only one that's gay for the stay with Santa Claus. So let's be honest. It's Christmas time, so you get it on with Santa.
That wasn't consensual.
We have the picture to prove it.
He asked for a hug. That's what I was expecting.
He's got big malls and she's got big malls, but I've got the biggest malls of them all.
Dude, I hate his voice in that song.
Oh, you're ridiculous.
She's got big malls. I just freaking hate it, man.
That's one of your best impressions ever. Really?
Because I can only do annoying, like small girl. I don't know why. I could do the dumbest.
That's pretty good too.
I can't do accents or like any real person.
But you can do Bon Scott from AC/DC.
Yeah.
Murph keeps saying it wasn't consensual, but he doesn't specify who crossed the line. See what I mean? It's true.
I work for a court. I know what I'm doing when I'm talking. That's all I'll say. It wasn't consensual.
Oh, shoot. Corey, I
didn't say who the aggressor was.
Hey, I have been to prison, Corey, but not because I was an inmate, just so you know. Okay.
Dude, there's so many jokes I could say right now.
I mean, it's true, but
gotta be careful.
Murph's been to prison too. He just don't like to talk about it.
I've been there to like give stuff aftercare plans and crap.
Aftercare? Really?
Dude,
that's what you want to call
it?
Like
you'd sign them up for halfway houses and stuff, or the transitional control. But I was in a prison
you
before.
You can call it whatever you want to call it.
Dude, yeah, right. You'd be a pocket princess. And I know there's another word, but I don't want our YouTube to not get.
Look at this. This is awesome. He goes lame. Thought Dirk was like Walter White or something. That is awesome. Man, I should have kept riding on that one. That was great.
Dude, you could actually do that for Halloween. You really would. You just get that hat. Derek, shit.
That's fantastic.
You should do that.
Be careful not to dox your job as prison shower inspector. No doubt. Thanks for spoiling your going to prison story. You guys, there's soap all over the floor again. I'm not your maid, you know. Hey!
Oh, God.
My head's hurting already. I'm just laughing too much.
Just from laughing so much, yeah.
Yes, the back of my head is like, happens whenever I laugh too much. I love it. No, worked in a correctional facility, and been to prison, but never lived in a prison or had to stay in a prison.
So before I worked in corrections, when I was a fire inspector, we did a prison up in New York. And for us to do all the duct detectors and everything, we had to turn the air conditioning off, and it was like the summer, and they were like spitting on us and shit because the prison just started getting hot quick. You got to test everything, so it's a long day. And any chance they could, they freaking hated us. The alarms would go off.
That's when you want to take a hose and just spray them all in this cell. You know what I mean? Just plaster them against the wall. But you can't do that.
Derek, did you just say you wanted to plaster them all against the wall while you're in prison with them? Is that what you just said? You wanted to spray them?
Do you know there's nothing you can say? There is nothing you can say about being in prison without it being twisted somehow. There's nothing.
Remember The Office? Remember The Office when it's Prison Mike?
Prison Mike,
and he's trying to tell them that prison's terrible because the one worker is saying it's awesome, and they're like, "I'd rather be in prison than work." And so Michael Scott does the "I'm Prison Mike, yo," and then they go, "Hey, Mike, what's the worst thing about prison?" He couldn't think of anything, and so he says, "The Dementors." From Harry Potter. That's so stupid.
I love it. Okay, look at this. Normally, Murph has to pay to be spit on. That's why he will never leave that job.
So you just said how did Mayan go compared to yours? Was way worse. Oh my gosh!
Wait, so did Murph and Dirk meet in prison? Well, no. This show, man, it's already gone. This show's gone.
This is supposed to be about Christmas.
Man, no.
This is worse than Bad Santa. This is like rated X. Like none of this is gonna YouTube's gonna shut this stream down. This is ridiculous.
No, Corey, we did not meet in prison. We both worked in, what would you call it?
A correctional facility.
No,
which they do get prison time for, though. They do get prison time.
When we met each other, we were working on J-Rig, so we were working in the aftercare program.
No. I was working on J-Rig. You were the employment coordinator.
Well, that's when we first, I guess, we were kind of.
That's where we met. You just said met.
Point. Yeah, that was kind of, but we didn't really get to know each other until I went out onto the grant and worked with you all.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, so I had worked in the facility for a while as security, and then moved into employment side of things, where I taught them how to get jobs. And then Murph was a case manager with them once they left the facility. So they were on probation, and they would meet with Murph.
Yeah, my office was in with all the parole officers' offices.
Yeah, and
so
then
I didn't have to work in the CBCF.
Right. I left and worked a factory for about 5 months, and then I came back. And when I came back, I started working with Murph, but I was doing employment in the aftercare stuff with him. So that's how we really got to know each other.
I demanded it because all my coworkers were female, and I'm like, come on, this is getting ridiculous.
Worst part's when Dirk reached around, got a grip, and scolded the inmates. Looks like you've got some hefty contraband here.
Oh my God.
You're in security? You beat down some inmates? Oh my gosh, how does this go here? Welcome, Dojo. No, I did not beat down any inmate or whatever. No, that never happened.
Can I tell them the one thing you told me you used to do to humiliate them, though?
What?
The song? No. I can't say that they'd have to go in front of everybody.
I did it to humiliate them?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yes, that's humiliating. You know what I'm talking about, right?
No, I don't.
Can I say it then?
You can, I guess. I don't know.
You said when they'd get in trouble, they'd have to go in front of everybody and sing "I'm a Little Teapot," short and You told me that.
No.
And I'm like, damn, that's cruel.
Hold on. Let's back out of
all
that.
The guys.
No, let's back out of that for a minute. You just gave wrong information. That's
what you told me.
No.
Okay, I got this wrong.
So staff got held accountable just like they got held accountable where I come from, because we ran a program. So staff were part of this program where we worked it the same way that they did. And so they would get held accountable, and then we would do it as a community. Well, I had left the coffee pot on and it burned, and I got held accountable for that. So they made me do "I'm a Little Teapot" in front of all the residents out there, because you get held accountable. You got to do a learning experience in front of everybody. And one of those learning experiences would be to perform a song or a parody song or something like that. It wasn't just to humiliate them. It was to put them out there and own their shit in front of everybody. So it kind of made them, take ownership for their actions.
This
which
was
we're sorely missing these days.
That was classic reverse psychology, where I knew if I told them you did that, you would deny it. And you just told them all in front of convicts, you say that stupid song.
Dojo Miss Murph repeating over and over that it wasn't consensual. You're a hot mess. They didn't meet in prison, but that's where they fell in love. The program was a prisoner's fight club, wasn't it? Yeah, sure.
That's how Franklin County's jail is.
If that's going to make me sound tougher, yes, that's what it was. Sing the teapot song. Sing the teapot song. Look at this crowd. That's not happening. That's not a Christmas song, Corey. That's not a Christmas song, man. No, that'll be a terrible stream, and we should never do that. Never cross that line.
Come on, Derek. I'm a little. No. Come on, you got it in ya.
Hell no, not happening. Anyway, we were supposed to be talking about Christmas, and we don't even have a Crazy Mad question.
A train wreck of 24 minutes.
Where's Crazy Mad's question of the week? That's what I want to know. Where you at, Crazy Mad?
It better be Christmas related.
Look at that. Everything's a Christmas song if you sing it Christmassy. How do you sing it Christmassy? How do you sing "I'm a Little Teapot" Christmassy?
I think he means like how, when there's like a group of little kids choir,
Uh-huh.
Like the Peanuts. I'm a little teapot, short and stout.
Wow, that was good. Wow. Okay, keep going. I'm going to let you do that.
Christmas. I need to get a camera when I do this stuff. It's not as good without. When I get my Christmas money, I'll be getting.
Corey, that's
my phone doesn't.
I'm sorry. That's as close as it gets.
What?
the Christmas teapot song. You just did it. I don't even need to do it because you hit the nail on the head.
Right? Because isn't there a Peanut songs where they're like, every time this year?
Dojo says, don't tell him to keep singing. Yeah, you're doing the Peanuts. Christmas time is near. Yeah, that's what you're doing.
For. Was I close?
Yeah.
You knew what I was going for.
I knew what you were doing. That's it.
I think that's what he means, right? You could sing anything like, she's got big balls. We've got big balls. But we've got the biggest balls of the ball. Merry Christmas. That's so dumb.
Oh, Merry Christmas to everybody for
Merry
that one.
Christmas.
That was good. I think that's the most you've ever sung on our show. That's pretty good.
Probably.
Pretty good. I'm a Christmas teapot, short and stout. Here's my handle. Here is my spout. Oh,
you know, everyone wants that Christmas tea. Yeah, that Christmas tea.
Did anyone see the post of Peace on Earth, Little Drummer Boy by me and Ray?
No, why?
I didn't see that.
Dojo, did you get like some kickback because you made someone mad again? You're good on that in Twitter. Is that what happened?
No, I'll have to check that out. Is it good? I hope it's good. I'll have to give it a look see. A look see.
Dojo's Twitter goes like Dojo's Twitter goes like this. Dojo just nicely, calmly says, "This is what I think about the matter," and then everyone who reads is, "What the hell? I need to yell at him." It was a rap song remix.
Yeah.
By Coolio.
I hope it's good too. Laugh out loud. Well, Crazy Mad, I'm waiting on your question of the week, man.
Oh, he never posted it, or did you just miss it?
Did I miss it? I don't think I missed it.
That's classic Dirk.
I was looking, but let me know if it's up there. I'll go get it. Meanwhile, we're talking about Christmas. So, what is everybody's favorite Christmas song? Because for me, I have a few.
I'll tell you, it's not by anything. I'll tell you, before everything we did pre-show, I hate Nat King Cole now.
Yeah, we were trying to find one song from Nat King Cole and could not get it. Well, that's because the internet thinks he only sings the Christmas song and that's all he sings. And he sings so much more.
Songs that he sings for holidays, and it's still like, no, just this song.
Right.
Can't get around it.
It's so weird, though, that how everybody ties him to chestnuts, roasted chestnuts roasting on an open fire, the Christmas song. And he's done tons of other songs, and he sounds great on all of them. So,
yeah.
Okay, Crazy Mag, give us one, man. We're waiting on you.
Yeah, I'm not seeing one.
Crawfish, crayfish, or crawdads?
I've never had any of them. So
it's a crawdad. We call it crawdad. Go crawdad hunting. That's what we
even if it's multiple, it's still crawdad.
Crawdads.
Dads.
Get some crawdads out of the little creek there.
Well, you just said it with an S.
Put them in a bucket.
Why are you correcting him when you just said what he wrote?
What I'm saying is he's asking how you say it from where you're from. Just like we were saying pop last week or soda.
How do you know he's not talking about different food?
Bruh.
Nice.
That's what my kids would say.
You should have had that video.
Question. What the F? I know. That's not a Christmas question.
Veto that question. We need a Christmas question of the week.
Veto. I say crawdads, man.
Veto.
So does
I say crawdads. It's not Christmas related. Cut it out of the show.
Oh, nice. Written by Mel Torme. That's pretty interesting. I didn't know it was written by him. That's pretty cool. Sitting on a beach.
Bitch.
This is good stuff. Hello. Gentlemen. Stopping by to make sure I wish you and yours a wonderful holiday. Awesome. Thank you. You too. I hope you and Good Stuff. Yeah, I hope you and Mr. Good Stuff have some awesome holidays too. When she says gentlemen, it makes me think, God God rest ye merry gentlemen. That song makes me think of that.
Makes me think, who is she talking about? Because she's not talking about you, and she said men.
We say crayfish. You're so dumb. Anyway,
crawfish.
We say yabbies. Yabbies. What the hell?
Why? Is that what they sound like?
Why? Yes.
Like a yabby.
Ain't nothing.
Wait a minute.
Dismay.
Wait. So do they think that Yogi Bear is talking about them when he says yabba dabba? Oh wait, that's Flintstone.
Don't do it.
That's Flintstone.
Just don't do it.
Yabba dabba doo. Merry Christmas.
And Crazy Mad says, "That's what I got, Murph. Accept the question of the week into your heart." Yes.
No.
Oh, that's so good. I love it.
No.
Well, first off,
no.
Do it. What do you call them? You call them what do you call them? Crawdads? Crayfish?
No. I want a Christmas question.
But what do you call them? Well, you're not going to move on until you say it.
We're not moving on until we get a Christmas question of the week.
Then I guess we're just right here. We're stuck.
I know.
Well, answer the damn question.
That's what's going to be.
Answer this one first.
That's not a Christmas question.
It's still a question. Answer it.
I don't care. Only Christmas. Only Christmas
fair,
or prison-related stuff tonight.
To be fair, we only asked him for a question of the week. We didn't say Christmas.
I said it after you said it. I did say that.
Man, you can't move the goalpost, Murph.
Rewind the tape.
You can't move the goalpost.
You ever see that commercial where they do the red flags, where they watch people's conversations? I wish that was like in real life. I wish we really could do that. It'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Kick Murph.
I think Dojo's onto something.
I'm glad everyone's in such a holiday spirit.
Murph sounds like some bratty kid who didn't get what he wanted for Christmas. Yes.
You ever see those
now you know how I feel.
Of the kids open, they think it's like a PlayStation and it's like a sleeper.
It's Crawdad, by the way. So, and that's, I mean, I think that's an Ohio thing, Crawdad, right?
Okay, I just got a question of the week. What was the worst gift you've ever gotten for Christmas? I got to think about this, but just because I thought of that.
Let's come back to your question. Let's look at what Dean put. Rudolph, 20 elves, or Turbo Man. Who wins?
Well, Turbo Man is Arnold, so Turbo Man. Yeah, Rudolph. Yeah,
Turbo Man's lame. I'm going Rudolph, dude. Rudolph.
You think Rudolph could take off 20 of his?
Yeah.
That's a lot. 20's a lot.
It is. I don't know. The elves might have it, but Rudolph. I'm not from Ohio, and I call them crawdads. That's true. I mean, you're not. I'm just saying, I don't know.
Hey.
I don't know if it's regional or if that's national. I don't know. It's interesting.
Hey. Answer a question of the week. What was the worst Christmas present you ever got?
That's not the true question of the week. It's just your question. Worst Christmas present I ever got.
I will leave this.
Gosh. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, Rudolph would definitely murder the elves. See?
He'd just run and stab them all. just run through them, man.
That's what I'm saying. Lord of the Rings style elves? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Rudolph doesn't stand
a chance. Are the elves all Dennis? They're sadistic bastages. Christmas elves. Yeah. Fuck, Rudolph? A deer? Yeah, man. Rudolph. It's Rudolph. Bye. What? Come on, Dojo.
Dojo.
Come on.
Damn.
Come on.
Damn.
We'll see you later.
Can we kick Dojo?
He's probably sick of your crap.
Can we kick him out of the chat?
So I haven't seen a tantrum from Murph this bad since they gave him soap on a rope in prison. But wait a minute. How'd you see him in prison, Crazy Mad? Questions. I got questions.
You know the answer. He's the djinn. He sees all.
No, I said Crazy Mad.
Oh, Crazy Mad's a djinn. What the hell? How am I losing you? What's going on?
Look at this. Turbo Man could barbecue up Rudolph for Christmas. The fight would end with Rudolph and Turbo Man in a Man of Steel style fight through the North Pole. Ooh, that'd be awesome. I'd love to see that.
That would be pretty cool. Especially if Rudolph's nose can do like Superman's beams. What is his eye beams called? What are they called?
His eye beams?
Yeah, what is it called?
Heat vision?
Heat vision. Yeah, it's heat.
Right?
Is it heat vision?
So is that what he calls it? Just said, yeah, it's just heat vision. My God, shut up. Murph said, I will leave this show, so I said bye.
So you're being
bye.
Nice. It wasn't like the girl, bye. Or what is it? Bye, Felicia.
Turbo Man would definitely die of shame from only being known from one of the worst Christmas movies ever to be released by a company other than Hallmark.
I was going to say, there's a lot of there's movies I've never watched, but you see them on Netflix and stuff, and you're like, that's got to be a terrible Christmas movie.
Oh, Hallmark movies are probably the worst Christmas movies.
I don't think I've ever watched one.
Oh, they're terrible.
Have you watched them?
I mean, yeah, because, women watch that stuff. So I've caught one here and there because Casey put one on.
Oh, my God. It took you so long to say Casey because you go, of course, women watch them.
Yeah, I mean, but it's true. They love them, and they're like, "Oh, I just love it. It makes me feel good." And I can't stand it. Anyway, we've all done bad things, Dirk. Crazy man was in prison. Damn. Yeah, heat vision. Did I say heat vision? I thought I said heat vision, right?
You did.
Okay. I want to be on track here. It was exactly like Bye Felicia. Blame Casey, right? I mean, the truth is, I would never put a Hallmark Christmas movie on. Never, ever, 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 ever. She puts them on every now and then. It's true. It's true. So anyway, okay, your question now. Now we'll give you time, you big baby.
You got one? What's your worst gift?
Worst gift. I was trying to think of it, and gosh, what was my worst gift?
I remember a family member got me a football jersey, and they got me a team I didn't even like to a player I didn't even know, and he wasn't like an all-star. And it's like, who the heck gives this? It was terrible. It was an Arizona Cardinal player. And I was like, I don't like them. And this guy just with Simmons on the back.
Right.
I wore it in gym class. People would call me.
Sucks.
People would call me Simmons. Gym, because everyone's like, no one knows who this player is.
Yeah.
This jersey.
Just answer Mo real quick. I only watched a little snippet of it, Mo. I didn't get to watch very much of it.
Oh, no, yeah. We only saw what Derek put up. No. What, does it get better?
Sorry about that.
I did think it was funny, but whoa, man.
Yeah.
That was definitely not. Wonder if we got a strike from that.
I don't know. Somebody hit the like button, even though Murph's still here. And Corey says socks is the worst gift. I have got socks.
Yeah, socks do suck.
But not as the main gift. So as long as I get clothes or, I've got underwear before, socks.
As a kid, that stuff was just terrible.
It's terrible, but it's like, if that's not all you get, and those are just some of the things that you're going to get, it's okay. Because as long as you get some other cool stuff, it's fine. But if that's all you get, that's not cool.
Mm-hmm.
But my worst gift, one year, my mom, I forget how old I was. I don't know.
Like a little kid?
I might have been little, but I don't know if I was a teenager yet. I was probably like 9 or 10 or something. But I think she got it in her head. She thought it would be cool. And it wasn't as cool for me. It wasn't cool for me at all. But she got me this. It was like a brick layer, like a form. You know what I mean? Like you could put it in the snow and push it into the snow, and it would make snow bricks to make igloos, right? Yeah. And she thought it was freaking cool. And she was like, oh, you're going to love this. This is going to be cool. Well, she was thinking I would go out and build snow forts, right?
Okay.
I didn't know what the hell she was thinking, man, at the time. But when I opened it, she was like, oh, you're going to love this. She built it and she hyped it. She was like, oh, you're going to think this is great. This is going to be fun. And I opened it and I was like, what the fuck is that? In my head, I'm going, what the hell? And it was just a plastic square thing.
Here's a shovel.
Yeah, basically, it's the equivalent of a sand shovel that you would take to the beach. You know what I mean? And I was like, this sucks. But I didn't say it. I was like, oh my God. And she goes, you don't like it. You don't like it. And I was like, no, because then you don't know what to do, and you're kind of
don't know what
like,
to
what
do.
do I
it's
say?
The worst thing in the world.
So I was like, no, Mom, I'm going to try. Okay, I'll go out and use it. I don't know what to do with it. And she goes, no, you put it in the snow and you got to build igloos. And I was like, okay, but it didn't work. It worked for shit. And if your snow wasn't able to pack right, you couldn't even build with it. It was terrible.
So was it like from like a 1999 info commercial thing? Like
it was terrible. No.
Well,
back then, I mean, they would sell stuff like that for kids, and
yeah,
just
of course,
sections, and so she picked it up because she was like, "Oh, he'll love that," and I'm like, "I don't know, dude."
So I know I'm 10 years beyond. So I was definitely a kid, so you were probably a teenager at this point. But do you remember Murph had these footballs that had this whistle on it? So when you throw the football, it would whistle, and there was this big metal piece on it to catch the air, so it would go as you threw it. You'd catch it, and it would make your fingers go back all the time because of this big metal plastic thing on the ball. Yeah, because you'd catch it, and I remember as a kid being like, "It's awesome the sound, but my God, does it hurt when you catch that thing?"
But then they started making those footballs that were hollow, right? And you just threw them in the whistle with the dart thing on the back of them.
Yeah,
right?
I think they did it after that because so many parents are complaining of kids.
3 Hallmark Xmas movies in a row is a sandwich. I agree.
Hallmark sandwich.
I don't want clothes. I want PS5. Yeah, no doubt. Operator error. Dirk doesn't know how to build forts. I mean, maybe I did, but the disappointment was pretty real. I mean, I can't tell you. But that was just one of the gifts, and I got many other gifts that were actually pretty cool. So it wasn't like it was a terrible Christmas or anything. It was just one of those gifts where you're like, what the hell is this? So, what do you do?
Oh, it's so funny.
My mom was actually, as I talk about my mom, she was the best part of Christmas because she did the best things. She knew exactly what I wanted. I didn't even have to tell her very much. You know what I mean? And then
you still did a Christmas list though, right?
I would, but I didn't have to. She already knew, and she would get shit above and beyond what I asked for. So our Christmas was always crazy good. Awesome. I have no real bad memories of Christmas whatsoever. None. And it's just because of that. I mean, that one gift, but when I think of that one gift, I'm like, it's kind of funny. And I laugh about it now because I'm like, what a dumb thing to be all caught up in. You know what I mean?
Well, when you're a kid, that's just how you look at the world. You know what I mean?
Ungrateful brat. Yeah. But I mean, the truth is I wasn't ungrateful. I was just like, I didn't understand. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this damn thing? So, I mean, at least it wasn't a bunny suit or.
Oh my, you imagine that?
Yeah. Christmas Story gets the bunny suit from the aunt.
Dude, that is the best is the dad. The dad is laughing at him so much of it.
Every year on Christmas Eve, young Dirk went on a strenuous hike to the North Pole. Yes, through the Candy Drop Mountains.
And through the Lincoln Tunnel.
I went under the Lincoln Tunnel. Yeah. Oh, too good. Elf is a great movie. No, but I don't have any bad memories of Christmas. I think Christmas is tough sometimes now though. Like I can't find good gifts for my dad, so it's really weird buying for my dad sometimes.
Just get him a Harley.
Yeah, right.
He's into that.
He's literally got like 8 of them. So
yeah.
So
get him a Harley hat. That's
he needs that. Yeah, he doesn't have any. Right.
He has like 1 or 2, but not 8. So he needs more. He needs a hat per motorcycle.
Yeah,
to go with it. Yeah,
that would be a good idea, but he would never go for it.
Dude, I wish I wasn't scared as crap to ride a motorcycle because it looks awesome, but I feel like I'd die. I don't think I'd last. I don't.
Well, yeah. There's all kinds of things there, but that's a weird Christmas memory. My brother was in a coma for one of our Christmases.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, that was a weird time. That was really weird. I was in 3rd grade. How old are you in 3rd grade?
8?
Is it 8? Yeah.
I always thought like 1st grade was like 5. Kindergarten, 1st grade's like 5.
5, 6. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I was about 8 years old, and my brother had a moped accident. Damn. And he hit the back end of a parked truck, flipped over the length of the truck and hit the mirror, the side mirror sticking out.
You did tell me about that. I think you talked about this on the show.
Yeah, I think we talked about it on here.
Yeah.
But when he was in the coma, it was so weird because we were going down to Children's Hospital where he was laid up and where he was recovering, and all the time I spent through Christmas was at that damn hospital. It was so strange.
How old were you?
8. So when you think about that, it's like, man,
I'm an idiot.
And you would have to go in there and see all those kids, that were laid up during Christmas time. It was a terrible time. It was really weird, really strange. So
yeah, that's terrible.
I need a motorcycle with a sidecar for Murph. That'd be fun.
I would do it.
Yeah, dang. I don't know what that's for, Corey, but cool.
Probably for kids in the hospital. Way to ruin that Christmas joy in this thing.
I'm just saying those were bad memories.
You guys having a good Christmas? Remember, there's children who can't get out of bed.
But
as we talk about our worst Christmas presents, you're like, hey, there's kids' worst Christmas who can't get out of bed and they're dying. How about that?
I'm getting Dirk new hiking boots, even though he didn't wear the ones from last year. Right?
That's a good one. Didn't wear the ones from last year.
Right. Most devastating part was when his friends found out he was riding a moped. I mean, it's terrible, but you got to think about it. Like, he only went like literally 25 yards. Not even necessarily 25 yards from where we lived. He turned left. I think he was looking right when he turned left. So he was looking the opposite way, pulled the bike out, and then just flipped right over it. And yeah, it's crazy. It caught him just right, put him in a coma for almost 3 months.
Wow.
So, yeah. That was crazy.
Were they ever saying that he would not come out of it? Like, what were the doctors saying?
No, they didn't know. I mean, it was all. It was
damn it, crazy mad. When you're right, you're right.
No, but I don't know what they were saying for real because I was young and I didn't get all that.
Gotta Google.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Corey.
Dang, that's hilarious.
But back then they were saying, they didn't know what he would do. So whenever he came to, that was interesting because he came to at the New Year, after the New Year, and it was like beginning of January. So he had to be taught how to do everything all over again. So he started from scratch. So he's like a little kid. So mom had to teach him how to feed himself again, go to the bathroom, all those things, that we learned whenever we're young. He was 14 and he had to be retaught all of it all over again. So crazy. Yeah, it's a scooter. It's it did have pedals on it. So you would pedal to start it and then you wouldn't have to pedal. It was motorized. So once you got it going, it was, the pedaling wasn't a thing anymore. It's a brand of scooter. Yes. Yeah. I mean, yeah, back in the day, I mean, I think mopeds came back out recently again, but, back in that day in the 80s, mopeds were street legal and you could take them all over the place. He rode his all over the place, man.
Back then, people didn't lock their doors either. So,
yeah. Did he change personality? Not really. I would say there were slight changes, but overall, no, not really.
Did he actually like you for a little bit?
For a little bit. A little bit of time.
He didn't know you yet. So once he got to know you, he's like,
before that happened, he would throttle me and push me down to the ground and
he's like, did I like you before this?
I'm gonna kill you. That kind of stuff.
He's like, did I like you? Did we have a relationship? And then he's like, no way.
He remembers. I mean, he remembers, but he does have lapses. So he'll forget things and have lapses here or there. But other than that, I mean, yeah, he's fully recovered. So.
When you think about that, you realize why they have the whole thing of burying people with those bells, because someone could be unconscious and then come out and they're buried in the ground.
Oh, right.
After the day.
Yeah, like you're.
That stuff
they didn't know you were dead.
Yeah.
You open it up and they find claw marks on the.
That's you imagine that.
Mo says a moped is also slang for a certain type of girl. Fun to ride.
It really?
Your friends see
you. Know that?
I don't know if that's true, but it's funny anyway. Yeah. Okay. So, what's your favorite Christmas memory?
I think it makes me a little sad, but every year I think about both my grandfathers being on my parents' back porch, just drinking some beers, talking about stories and stuff like that. That's something cool. That's something I always think about. I would sit there even as a little kid, listen to talking about World War II and all that stuff, and they would just be, yeah.
Raiden Radio, welcome, man. He'd throw you down, throttle you, and threaten to kill you. I just got here, but I don't think that was Santa Claus. No, that was my brother. My brother did that to me. If you had a big brother, you probably had that happen to you too. He was a typical big brother. I mean,
she had a big sister where she'd slap me, and then she'd yell at my parents that I was coming after, and I couldn't do anything because I was a boy.
That was fun. What I mean by what's fun is listening to their story. I love to listen to, stories of older family members. I love it.
Oh yeah.
So that's fun. I don't mean World War II is fun.
No, but when you go through that, you really do become a band of brothers. Like that whole generation was, you know what I mean? Like they all know what they went through. Like, gosh.
Right. Murph listening to his granddad's World War II from his very first hatred of spoilers.
In history class, they're like, today we're going over World War II. There's so many awesome things. And I'm like, son of a bitch, I've seen this one.
I am the big brother. So yeah. Did you do that to your brothers or your sisters?
That's what Dojo's bullying. Dojo? That's why he's bullying me in here, telling me to leave. I'm my big brother.
He said, that's poignant, Murph. You should write that down. Oh, gosh. That's ridiculous. No, my favorite memory. God, you know what? I don't know if I really do have a favorite memory.
Well, I will say this, though, as I cut you off, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Being a little kid waiting for Christmas, you don't like that's such an energetic, not being able to sleep for excitement. Like that's such a valuable thing. You know what I mean? Like that feeling, dude.
Yeah. It's so funny. It's so funny because I loved being a dad at Christmas.
Yeah.
When the boys were little, it's the best. It's the best. There's no better thing. Like, for the holidays, there's no better thing.
Yeah,
because you're getting all the gifts out. You got to hide them and then you're sneaking around trying to get it all under the tree, putting things together,
eating the cookies, drinking the milk.
Yeah, I had to play Santa. I had to eat the cookies and drink the milk.
My mom would leave carrots for the reindeer and would have them.
We did that too.
Yeah,
Casey and I both would eat the carrots. That was funny. And then I'm trying to think what else. But so we found that the boys would sneak out from their rooms, and they were. But we found this out later. But they were watching us do some things, putting stuff under and putting it.
At what age?
I think that's hilarious. Oh, I don't know.
At what age?
All ages. I mean, they were sneaking out.
Like at 5? Like they knew Santa wasn't real after that?
No, they weren't thinking it's not real because we were able to. We faked it pretty good. I mean, we were.
What they think you were just messing with the stuff that Santa left?
No, because we didn't always put everything out. You know what I mean? So
no, I don't know. Explain.
So we wouldn't put everything out so they wouldn't see it. So they would think that we put this under the tree, but they wouldn't know that other things got put under the tree later. So they would find other things later and they would be like, what? You know, and they didn't see it. So they didn't know if Santa brought it or we brought it.
You knew they were watching you and then later that night would put out more stuff because they went to bed seeing you do it?
We would keep, like, certain things were too big or whatever. Our house is kind of little, so we didn't always set everything out all at once. So we kind of had an advantage of being able to not always have everything all at once.
So you're saying the night before Christmas, there's already gifts before they went to bed under the tree?
Certain gifts, yeah. Like if it was just a couple gifts, we would put under there. You know, like you would wrap some, not from Santa. It's just us. You know what I mean?
I think my parents would have gifts that was like from mom, from dad, and then like from Santa, and there'd be a couple from Santa.
Yep.
Like,
So we did. So all the gifts to us, between us, were just under there. We would put them under there, and then we had other gifts to like our extended family, like, you know, their grandparents and stuff like that. So we would go ahead and put those wrapped gifts under the tree.
Yeah, plus, we would do that. My parents, we would do that too.
Plus, I don't want a bare tree. You know what I mean? Like, why would you want to not put your gifts under the tree once you wrap them? You want to see the gifts under there for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think Corey can totally take Clayton. He said he never bullied him. I cried when I learned Santa wasn't. Not for the lost illusion, but because my parents didn't get the credit they deserved.
What?
That's funny, man.
That is such a weird. What?
I like that.
That's such a weird take. I've never heard anyone say that.
That's a lot of work. The parents put in a shit ton of work for that.
Sure.
Had to play Santa. Why would you eat Santa's cookies? Oh shit, I love this. Wasn't real. I know it's, you guys think, I don't know. My kids, what we did was we played tricks on them up until, because one day Ethan my youngest came to the car, and we had some presents in the back of the car because we were trying to keep him from it. And we were like, oh, he won't come out, but he did. And I think we had groceries or something, so we were trying to get groceries in, and he comes back to help, and he saw the presents. So, but they weren't wrapped, so he saw them, and he was just like, and we were like, get out of here, and we were pushing him out. And he's like, I know you guys bought my gifts and blah blah blah, and then he was like, Santa's not real, you know, and we were like, no, you're full of crap. And they were like, well, how come you got what I asked for, you know, from Santa? And we were like, well, Santa has to deliver sometimes early so that we can wrap them up and put them under the tree. You got to lie your ass off, man, at Christmas. It's just the way it is. And then we started saying, if you don't believe, you don't receive. So we manipulated the shit out of them. It was great.
My grandfather, me and my cousin, when we do something, my grandfather would be like, oh, I think I saw an elf out there. And that'd be like in the summer, like May.
Oh.
He'd be pulling stuff like that. And so we'd behave. It's a great trick. So stupid.
Look at this. Santa stopped visiting Dirk's house because of the time Dirk was having one of his Bill and Frank dreams and started sleepwalking. Let's just say things with Santa got awkward. What can I say? I mean, if at least it wasn't outright like Murph. I mean, Murph had no shame at all with Santa Claus. No shame. No, but I do like that memory with Ethan because he thought he was so slick.
How old was he?
Oh gosh, I don't know. He was still pretty young, old enough to kind of question, but not old enough to start believing again. We got him to believe again after that, but it didn't last very long, man. I mean, you know.
How old was his brother? Did he tell Caleb after that? Like,
no, Caden knew
why
before.
Why did I say Caleb? What the heck?
Yeah, Caden knew
I
before.
Just had a stroke.
But they're only like a year and a half apart, so they found out pretty close to each other because, yeah, there's just not a big gap there. Like I'm 6 years younger than my brother, so he had to keep that secret about Santa for a while.
Oh,
with me.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a while. I remember finding out in the car, and I heard them talk about something. They thought I was just playing in the back seat, but I could hear them talking, and I went, "What?" And then I said, "Santa's not real." And then the cat was out of the bag, man. It was over. So
I asked my parents because all the Christmas movies were having like people not believe in Santa, and I was like,
yeah.
So is he really real? Because there's a lot of people, a lot of doubters. Like, what is this anti-Santa thing? You know?
Come to find out, yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just a conspiracy. On the next episode of How to Lie to Your Kids with Dirk and Murph. My son Clark knew way before he told us he knew. And Pearson was pissed that we lied to him about it. Yeah, I mean, different kids do react differently. My kids weren't pissed. They were like, "We thought so. We knew you guys were up to something," and they kind of figured it out, which is cool. Which, whatever, man. We gave them great memories of Santa Claus and of being excited for Christmas.
The key is when you definitely know, you don't tell your parents. You just tell your parents like you're doubting, so they know it's like the last year they can get away with it. So you make your Christmas list like crazy. Like, I want to go to the beach and Disney World and all this stuff. Like,
I wouldn't have worked on us. We were too damn poor. You weren't getting shit.
Here's your shovel.
This stream is not suitable for children. Do you see this? I mean,
the first 30 minutes it wasn't. It was all prison talk. I don't know.
Man, if you can't manipulate your kids, who can you manipulate? You know what I'm saying?
True, right?
Gosh.
That's what Disney's trying to do. Manipulate all kids.
Yeah.
Disney.
Yeah. What we do for memories. You know what I mean? The things parents do just to make you have a good memory. That's a whole show in and of itself, if you really want to think about it.
Yeah.
What parents do for like birthdays, holidays, special events. Man, it's friggin' nuts.
Yeah, Christmas. There was a lot of stuff we would do on Christmas. Like, you know what I mean? Like the things leading up to it, like going to see Christmas houses.
Right.
Doing church stuff. Doing like cooking stuff, decorating. There's so much stuff you do.
We did so Christmas Eve was always big for us. So we would do 3 things. We had to go to, because all my grandparents were like, we had to go to my mom's mom, so that grandmother. Then we had to go to my dad's parents, but they were split up. So that was 3 different places we had to go. Plus we went to church. So we would go to church with my dad's mom, and that's when they had the candlelit thing. Service.
We did that too.
Sing the sing the Christmas.
Yeah, so the wax wouldn't burn you. It would go on the circle thing.
Yeah, I had the plate. Anyway, we'd do that. And I actually kind of liked that as a kid. I don't know why I liked it, but I think because you got cookies and shit. But anyway, then we go see my grandma.
I liked it because I knew we were getting close to Christmas when we did it.
Yeah.
Like Christmas was like a day away when you were doing that stuff.
Right. Then we would go to my dad's house, and we would see him for a few. And then we'd go back to my grandmother's, and we'd, finish out the night with her, and my dad's brothers and everybody would be over there. Well, then we would come home. So by the time it was done, it was late. And so they would when we were young, they were like, you got to go to bed, because for them, they were trying to get Christmas under the tree. So they were like, you got to go to bed. So we would never be ready for bed because we were hyped up for, getting gifts.
Oh, yeah.
So that was the worst feeling. I think one of the worst feelings in the world was being told to go to bed when you knew that you just couldn't,
Well, I wanted to go to bed because then the morning would come, but it's like, you try to sleep, dude.
I was like, screw that. I want to get up, and we would get up at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. get them out of bed. Because that's the other part. I mean, with the kids, they wake you up so damn early. So I would get maybe on Christmas Eve like 1 or 2 hours of sleep.
That's hilarious.
Literally 1 or 2 hours of sleep when my boys were young. So,
did you guys have any breakfast traditions? My mom would always make Cinnabons with
that's
milk.
a good one. No, not. I mean, me and Casey didn't do a lot in the morning because what we did was once the boys opened everything, we would then have them gather what they wanted to take over to their grandmother's house, her parents, and we would go over there. Excuse me. And she would make a like a breakfast. She did all kinds of things, but she usually makes good breakfast. That was pretty cool.
Is there any traditions your parents had that then you did too? Like my mom always made, I do this every year because my mom did, it's this punch with like Sprite, Hawaiian punch, lemonade, and rainbow sherbet ice cream all mixed together, which is
really
yeah.
Huh. No, I mean, for Christmas, one thing my dad did, he would make fudge every year, and he still does it. Well, he didn't do it last year, but he's done it most of the years, and he gives us a whole tin of fudge, and it's good.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really nice. Peanut butter fudge, chocolate fudge, really good. So that's cool. I will miss that if he's not doing that. You know what I mean? Last year I missed it because he didn't do it. There's a church about 3 houses down from us that they're old school, man, and they make all kinds of good stuff, and they do peanut brittle, and it's the best peanut brittle you'll get anywhere. It's literally the best. Yep. Yeah, you can't. It's better than anywhere else, and it's just so good. So we get that. We buy that from them every year because it's so damn good.
That's awesome.
And that's a memory Casey has because she went to church there as a kid, and so her grandmother went there, and she would take her, and they would get the peanut brittle every year. So pretty cool. As far as us, I mean, my family, we didn't have any food though. Like, I'm trying to think of food that my mom would do. Mom was just a good cook, and she would make a good Christmas meal, you know, but it was a lot like Thanksgiving, you know.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear anything you just said because my brain melted with chocolate flavored cheese. And my brain
I discovered in Frankenmuth that chocolate flavored cheese is way better than you might imagine, even better than
what?
Fudge. Wow.
What? What's chocolate flavored cheese? What?
That's interesting, man.
What?
I could see how that works.
What? What?
I'm kicking you. I'm done. Oh, Murph.
What is going on? My brain, what is chocolate flavored? What is that?
It's exactly what you're hearing. There's nothing.
It sounds terrible.
He goes, nah, serious. What?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, seriously. Gosh. No. Chocolate flavored cheese is crazy, but I would have to try it.
You had it?
I have not. I have family that have gone to Frankenmuth, but I have not gone there. Never been up there. So it's Jim. Jim's in the house.
Does it come like from a brown cow?
I'm sure it's Jim. Wherever cheese comes
Merry
from.
Merry Christmas, Jim.
I'm sure
diversity cows.
From wherever cheese comes from. Anyway, it is interesting. I have never been to Frankenmuth. I've heard a lot of people say different things about it. Some people like it, and some people think it's kind of hokey. It's in Michigan. And I would say, I don't know. I mean, I would like to go up and see what they have to offer, really, to be honest. I don't care if things are hokey, as long as what they're offering, like if they have good food and they're hokey and weird, I can deal with that. But if they don't have good food and they're hokey and weird, then it's not good. Now what?
What are they, like gypsies?
No. Merry Bixmas.
Dude,
that's awesome.
I saw that real quick and I thought he said Merry Bigots. I was like, whoa. It came out in heavy.
Frankenmuth, if they called it Frankenbill, you couldn't get Dirk to leave.
Oh my gosh.
But no. Anyway.
It never stops. You think he'd run out. It never stops.
He just twists every time. Just keeps twisting it. But to be honest, I would like to go up there just to see what it's like, just to have an experience of seeing it. A lot of people talk about it.
I've never even heard of the place.
Super charming. We go there often. Great food. Frankenmuth is like little Bavaria. Yeah, it's Germanic.
Oh.
Yep.
There's a lot of Germans in Ohio too.
There are.
They all like came up here. Yeah.
Yep.
12-course meals. That's what I'm talking about.
Sheesh. Kitchen wenches. Oh, whoa. Yeah.
Yep. Corey's going now.
Merry Christmas. Corey's coming from Australia to go there now.
Wenches.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of good food, but to be honest, I don't have a lot of Christmas memories for food. It's more Thanksgiving food. Christmas was just okay. What's weird is now, so like when we got older, and we stopped going to all the grandmothers and grandfathers' places because that was over. Once we got older, we would do Christmas Eve with my family. And so Christmas Eve was our big Christmas. And then that way, when you woke up on Christmas Day, you could kind of do whatever you wanted to, or
just stay in your pajamas.
Yeah. It was just relaxed. So we did everything on Christmas Eve after that. And what we did was we would just start ordering pizzas on that night because it just made it so much more simple. And after Mom passed away, she wasn't cooking anymore. So it was just me and my dad and my brother and our significant others and kids or whatever. So we just still continue to this day to get pizza on Christmas Eve. So kind of a weird thing, but that's what we do.
Here's something I didn't think of. How many jobs have you worked on Christmas? Like when I was a teenager and I worked at a movie theater for 8 years, I always worked on Christmas. Christmas was such a big day for people to see the movies. It was crazy.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. I've worked a couple, but hold on. Potato bake for Christmas? Interesting. I don't know. I don't know what potato bake you're talking about. Dojo is putting up the lodge for you guys to look at, the link in the chat. So check that out. And speaking of Bavaria, you guys should go to Sharon, Pennsylvania, in August for Bavarian Fun Fest. It's like Oktoberfest, but not in October.
Where is Sharon, PA? Where is Sharon in Pennsylvania? Sounds familiar.
I don't know.
Jim?
He says if they even still have it. So you never know. Some of that stuff lasts and they keep it going for a long time. So
Jim, where is it? Because that does sound familiar.
Near Youngstown. So it's up north at state line. Oh, okay. Nice. Okay. What do you mean at what state line?
When are you and Brent going to PA to go to Frazetta's museum?
I don't know. I kind of want to go in the spring or summer or the fall because I thought about the fall because I'm sure it's beautiful at that time. It's
cold there in the fall though.
But it's cold. So I'd rather go like spring or summer. Yeah, spring or summer.
Strasburg's in the valley that Scranton's in.
Yeah. Yep. Go to the Frazetta Museum. Be a good road trip. The original Quaker Steak and Lube location. Oh, wow. Yeah, we had those here. We had one of those here. It's not here now. I think it's gone.
Yeah. Are they all gone? You're right. I haven't seen one in a long time.
I don't know if they're all gone. I know the one that was, in Columbus is gone now. The one that
used to be the big one, right, man?
Yeah. Yep.
Was...
So what were we talking about before that? Something about you had them at Lube. Nice. What were you talking? There was some point I was going to make about the food or something. It don't matter. It's gone.
About the chocolate cheese?
I know your head is still like swimming on that one, isn't it?
I just picture brown cheese and I don't like it.
Brown cheese is kind of off-putting, I will have to say. It doesn't look
because it's like shiny. Because you know how like the cheese shines, so it's like,
oh gosh, yeah,
like the square brown plastic thing. I guess it's like,
gosh, man. Yeah, you got to be careful. You can't have brown cheese. It's terrible. It's terrible stuff.
It looks terrible. It's like,
ugh.
I don't think I could do it.
No way. Hell no. But if it, I mean, I guess it just depends. Certain food I couldn't.
What the hell were we talking about?
I don't know, but
before we were talking about Michigan.
I lost my thought process.
I have no idea what, like.
I thought you asked a good question, and I totally lost it now. But Frankenmuth Cheese House, there it is. Chocolate peanut butter.
What was my last question? Traditions? No.
I thought it was something else.
I know, and I can't think of it. My brain's gone too.
Yeah, Bavaria is the only place out of the U.S. that I have visited. Oh, interesting. That's cool.
Are we talking about Christmas food, or
man? Canada is the only out of U.S. country I've ever been in. Canada. It's the only place I've gone to outside.
I haven't. I haven't been out of the U.S.
Oh, you haven't been out? Yeah.
No.
It's interesting. So, he asked about breakfast traditions. So, yeah.
Yeah, but we passed that.
I thought we moved on to something else too.
We did move on to something else, and now I can't think of it. What the hell were we talking about?
Was it like Christmas Day stuff?
No, that was
So let's move into the Christmas Day. What did you do? Like, was there any special events that you had to do?
Didn't I ask if you ever worked on Christmas Day? Like I worked at the movie
there
theater?
You go. Yes, you did. See, I knew you hit a question. So,
that'd be cool.
Itching my pit here. Let's all go to Mexico and have a CG meetup south.
Dude, that sounds like a good band name. Itching my pit.
Fun. Yeah, Itching my pit. I have visited only 6 foreign countries. That's pretty good there, Dojo.
Only.
No. Only. Have I ever
flexing.
worked?
Dojo flexing like nothing. I've been to 6 countries. Audited every one of them. Dojo be auditing presidents from other countries, man. You gotta watch what you say around him. He will audit your finances.
Listen.
Or investigate. Sorry.
So I've worked 2 different jobs where I had to work Christmas.
You didn't work all as a teenager on Christmas?
No.
Really?
Well, only like in pizza, they would have certain days open, but sometimes they were shut down. So it just depends.
Yeah, I don't think pizza's open on Christmas Day.
But they would do Christmas Eve. So sometimes I wouldn't do Christmas Eve. So that would close up some of my family's traditions, though. So that kind of messed with me.
Yeah.
Then when I got in security, it's 24 hours, man, 24/7. They're open 7 days a week. So I worked all the holidays when the boys were little. Like I worked a lot of the Christmases when the boys were little. I did.
When you say little, like baby?
Yeah.
Baby toddler?
Yeah, when they were little. Yep. Like
they don't remember it. They were 3, too little 4, to remember you not being
Some of it they don't remember. After 5 years, I then moved into the employment section out of security. So it was like, then I was working Monday through Friday. So I didn't work those holidays. I got all the good holidays off. So, yeah. So it was better. But yep, for the first 5 years, I was on and off on those holidays.
I would say all my teenage years and a good amount of my 20s, probably till 25 or 26, I was still working like Christmas Day for jobs.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, I mean, that was part of my motivation, man. Like I wanted to work, I wanted out of the weekends, so I worked food for a long time and it was always the weekends and I was tired of working the weekends. Then when I went to factory and I worked it was always, they were wanting you to come in on Saturdays and pull shifts on Saturday or double shifts or whatever. And I'm just like, this is bullshit. So I hated that. And then when I went to security, it was 24/7. So you might have to get called in for other people, and you would be working all the holidays. So there it was, all again, weekends, holidays, and extra coverage. And I was like, I'm so sick of this bullshit. I just kept saying the same thing.
I get you, yeah.
Yeah, and then finally I got into the employment side where I could work the Monday through Friday, and man, I milked that forever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then basically once I got into HR where I'm at now, I'm still on the Monday through Friday thing, which is what I've been trying to maintain, because I'm like, you know, I feel like I've paid my dues on working weekends, you know.
Let's be honest. You could pay yourself whatever. You're HR. You watch everybody. No one's watching you. You're like the sheriff.
He goes, dude, it was time and a half. No, it wasn't, Jim. It was not good like that. It was only overtime and time and a half. That's it. That sucks. I petitioned to get Pride Month off.
Hey, the more holidays, the better. I don't care what we're celebrating. I get a day off. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, well, so I worked midnight shift. I mean, so I had worked third shift on security.
And they were 12 hours, right?
Yeah, I did 12-hour shifts, 6 to 6, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. for years. I did that for several years. And then even on in the factory, I had worked second shift and third shift in there too.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, working a third shift in a factory isn't too bad. Like it was actually all right for a while, but I was pretty young, you know, I was in my 20s doing that. So you can do it and it doesn't really hurt you until you get older, and then it really starts hurting you. Yeah. So, you know, internal audit reviews, HR Murph.
He's coming for you, Derek.
Oh, I have ACA and things like that I have to answer to. So I have crap I have to do. Murph telling Dirk to break bad in the HR department and pay himself more. Mm-hmm. Right. You do think I'm Walter White, don't you, Corey?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. I mean, it did affect the holidays quite a bit. It sucked. You know, there were certain holidays, you know, where I would be working it. So
coworkers would really wake us up.
I know. So at GM, we had to find hiding places to sleep, or the coworkers would be very rudely wake us up. Yeah. So at GM, that's funny you say that, Jim, because my grandmother worked there, and Casey's grandfather worked there in Columbus at the Fisher plant, which is now the casino, where the casino is. And they would tell stories about people sleeping. And in fact, her grandpa was one that he would try to find. He was a pipe fitter, and he would go and just sleep. He would go find like hiding places and go sleep like this. It was funny.
How does that happen?
They have the union, man. They can't get fired. That's how that happens. That's exactly how that happens. So, yep. That's fun. It's funny to listen to. He had some funny stories.
Since you're HR, what do you feel like is a fair, good raise? Do you think 2%, 3%, 4%, or do you still think those are low and people should get like 6%?
Oh my God. You're terrible. Why are we talking about this shit?
Yeah.
Well, first off, I don't always get to make those decisions just because I'm HR. So we have a fiscal department
just saying because
that handles that.
Because you deal with
our
that.
Directors. But I would say, you know, anything less than 5 is not really that good. Because you're not going to feel it. You know, you're roughly 5% is what you want. But
because food goes up 3%, gas usually goes up 3%. It's like your health insurance goes up.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what was bad. I mean, we're working in public, you know, so we're public employment, and when you work in that, you don't get raises like you want. You know, you don't get to dictate what you get, and you don't get them every year. So, and they're not based on your eval. And
a lot of jobs it's based on yourself what you'd get a raise from, but we don't.
It's not yearly, so they may be able to afford it this year. They may not be able to afford it this year, so you may go years without getting raises. So, and I've done that. I mean, we've gone several years without raises.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jim says when I worked there, we just did cleanup drafting work from day shift and afternoon shift, but sometimes there was no work. We still had to put the hours in, though. Yeah. Salary compression is real. Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Market increases at about 7.5%. So when you stay at a company for just 3% raises, you're experiencing salary compression. Yeah, I've been having salary compression for 23 years. For sure.
That's nuts though, isn't it?
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah. I mean, I actually feel like they kind of do us dirty because we're in corrections. You know what I mean? We're doing the job that everybody wants us to do because you got to put them somewhere, right? But they don't want to pay you.
No one else wants to deal with them.
Yeah. Nobody else wants to, right? So these people should be getting paid well, but also, you know, it's public service. So then they're like, well, we're going to pay them at this rate. But if you work for the state, we work for county. If you work for the state, you get more. And it's kind of weird.
Not in my case. Franklin County pays way more than the state.
Yeah, you are in a special place, but that's because you're in the capital city and, you know, big population. So that pays. That's why.
Yeah, the APA can't compete with us. They were just saying when I was talking to a bunch of the old APA guys, a bunch of them are retiring all at the same time because they did a big hiring thing back in the day. And they're like, they can't find people for $18 an hour to do what they got to do. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, it's, you know, prisons are paying 25 an hour, somewhere in there, 23, 24, 25, roughly.
Still, dude, you're in a prison.
And that's starting range. And then I would say, you know, we are
without windows. Like,
we are about $3 below them, $3 to $5 below them.
Yeah.
And that's our range. So really, we're not doing terrible because we're not quite hardcore prison, but we still deal with a bunch of crap. So, you know, it's only slightly different, but I still think we should be getting paid more than what we are, you know?
Well, and over time, people who should be in prison aren't being put in there where, you know, you're now having people that should be in prison not, and you have to deal with those people.
Yeah. Yep. Because felony 5s don't go. So it's changed a lot.
4s and 5s.
4s go. They're just not going as much.
Dude, they go like 5%. It's nothing.
Yeah. Well, 5s are still going though. I mean, it just depends on what it is.
Very rarely they have to have so many prior charges. Like it's
It's a real dumb game that they played on that one. I don't understand it, but
yeah.
Got us started on something really crazy, Murph. Why'd you get us into
Merry
that shit? We were
Christmas
laughing, and then we got serious. You know? Mo says Dirk admits they kind of do us dirty in the prison system. Nobody asked for those fringe benefits, Dirk. That's why I am still out. Laugh out loud.
Why did you say it like that?
I'm reading it like it's like he said.
You go, that's why I am still out. Am I
didn't
wrong,
mean to read it that way. How about you read it? You read it. Read it how
that's
you
why I'm still out.
You did the goofy laugh?
Hey, kids.
Oh, God. This is the least Christmassy episode you guys have ever done. I mean, it started off being Christmassy, and then what's Murph do?
It started off with prison,
work,
then Christmas, then back to prison.
Oh my gosh, this is terrible.
We reoffended.
Well, we got original
revoked.
content at least. I mean,
no one else is talking about prison stuff. You know, we got the real good info on it too.
We got a niche. I mean, we got the niche.
Niche.
Yeah, niche.
We got a niche, and you better not snitch. You better not snitch.
Snitches get stitches.
End up in ditches.
Ooh, man.
That's serious.
Dang. It is serious.
Come on, Walter White. We need to go to make some meth.
Oh my gosh. Ridiculous.
Methy Christmas.
Methy Christmas. Wow. Yeah, did your family never drank during Christmas, did they? Because the Christian stuff.
No, my grandfathers would drink. I just told you that they would drink in the.
That's right.
I know my grandfathers would drink. I know my uncle would. I think maybe one or two of my aunts. My dad and mom really don't drink. Like my dad really never drinks. My uncle on my dad's side, he would drink.
Okay.
Maybe about 50-50 of people there would be drinking alcohol. But just like.
Damn. The old Walter White with beard and glasses. Did someone tell Dirk Christians don't drink? Well, I'm not saying Christians don't drink. I'm just saying because some people are Christian, they won't drink, though.
Do you know how many Catholic fairs are sponsored by Budweiser?
Oh, yeah, I know. But that's not what I was saying. I'm just saying that a lot of people who go to church do not drink. You know,
especially back then in the 80s too, that was probably more frowned upon.
Oh yeah, I mean there is a big thing where they're just like there's a lot of frowning upon the drinking. That's for sure. It just depends on which denomination you're coming from, really.
I just always thought that was weird because you literally have God changing water into wine. It's like,
well, they would they made excuses up for it though. You know what I mean? They would say, well, it's not really wine, or it was.
But even without the translation, they talked about it being the best wine.
Yeah, but they would say, well, it's a wedding. It was a special circumstance, you know?
Yeah.
They would say a bunch of dumb stuff about it.
Oh, man. Okay, we're keeping this Christmas. We keep going down this hill. we keep going back to rated X. Why can't we keep this a PG Christmas?
Rated X? Come on now.
He started talking about priests. That's rated X. There's no way of keeping that PG.
Yeah. Alcohol is not a sin. Drinking to excess is the sin. Yeah. Like I said, and this all just comes down to denominations, and it comes down to what doctrine they're pushing, really. Whatever they believe in. A lot of them believe in different things. So
it just goes back to that everything's permissible, not everything's beneficial. Everything's permissible, but won't be mastered by anything. If you're mastered by alcohol, don't drink it. If you drink it, no problem. There you go. It's easy as that.
Eat, drink, and be merry, not merry. Yep. Thou shalt get no more than 2 sheets to the wind.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. Do I drink? I don't really drink much during Christmas. We do maybe here or there have a drink, but it's not like a lot. But on Christmas Day, we will sometimes, but yeah.
Booker, I had it once. Booker makes this cinnamon Christmas alcoholic beverage, which is amazing. And he's never given me the recipe. He has promised it. It's so good. I'd pay like $20 to drink it. Like I would go to a special bar to drink it. That's how good his recipe is. It is so good. It is so good.
Oh, Mo. Come on. Dirk drinks Frankenbill's special.
Oh, boo. See, X-rated. We got to end the show.
That is X-rated.
Merry Christmas. I hope it's wonderful.
Terrible.
We hope you don't have to work, get vacation. Hope your family's happy and safe. You know, and don't forget, we won't be on next week, but we'll come hot and heavy 2 weeks from now. We'll be rest up.
So we are in
and raring to go. we will see you next year.
Hold on.
2024.
Corey, we're going to send you a message.
Let's do that another day. I can't.
No,
I can't.
You
Another
can't?
day. Another day.
Oh
Can't.
my
Another day.
gosh. You're ridiculous.
Sorry.
You're dumb.
Tomorrow.
Bullshit. Okay. We'll figure it out. Corey, we're going to DM you. Okay. The gay dudes from The Last of Us, Corey. He's Frank and Bill, he said. Hail the panel. Hail the chat. Merry Christmas, everybody. Yes. Hey, guys. Really, though. We do want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Hope everybody has a great holiday season.
Hail the chat.
Remember, next week we will not.
Christmas, everybody.
Remember, next week we will not be on. We are not going to have a show next week, so do not expect us to come on. We're going to take a week off. We will be back at the first of the year.
I just said all that like a minute ago. What is going on?
Yeah, but nobody's
here?
listening to you, and they know I'm the real host anyway. So I'm putting it out there just to let everybody know. Corey says, no, don't end again. This needs to become a thing. Like, we need to make a thing where Corey's like, no,
do not end this Christmas show.
In the show with the Grinch video. Oh, no
man.
way. Nope. Yeah, The Last of Us sucked, in my opinion.
I never finished it.
Don't end. See, just keeps going. Merry Christmas,
Merry
Corey.
Christmas.
No.
Well, do it.
What's
do
going
it in the
on,
Vader
Corey?
no. The Vader no. No.
That's funny.
No. It's terrible, dude. How did
I thought
that?
The first episode was really good. The second one's kind of mad, and I gave up when I heard about episode 3. Here we go about more. They're The Last of Us. We need more prison stories. Prison stories. They like our prison stories.
I could tell them some pretty good stories of people doing breaking crimes that were like brilliant, and I'm like, that was such a good idea. Like, I mean, illegal, but like they come up with some pretty sneaky shit.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Okay. I'm going to read one more chat, and then we're actually going to get out of here. Speaking of Christmas, remember Hill's layaway plans? I remember my mom having to go in and pay for layaway stuff. Not sure why. Santa always brought us the toys.
It's like
I remember layaway
special.
plans. We had the Kmart layaway, so that's where we went. That's a good memory there, Jim. I like it.
Burlington Coat Factory.
All those.
They had
all
that.
those places. Okay,
Sugarman,
guys.
Hills.
We will see you later.
JC Penney's.
Have a great week.
Macy's.
Happy New Year. All that.
Sears.
Murph, shut up.
Kmart.
You're ridiculous.
Boscov's.
See you guys later.
Jim.
Merry Christmas! Dinner was full!
Murph and Dirk and Dirk and Murph and Murph and Dirk and Dirk and Murph and Dirk, Dirk and Murph, Murph and Dirk and Dirk and this